It would be great to have someone who could do our work for us, right? Someone to prevent us from making mistakes. Someone to assist with our routine professionally and allow us to devote our time to communicating with our closest people. If only we could get results without wasting our time for nothing. Unfortunately, it's impossible in real life. But wait, Liteforex social trading. Spend your time doing what really matters to you.
Good afternoon, 28th of May 2019, 2 p.m. CET time. Piotr here, and this is the New York live market coverage on Liteforex global YouTube channel. It's my pleasure to meet you again. Without further ado, let's start with risk warning. Please bear in mind trading effects on margin. Trading crypto on margin carries a high level of risk, may not be suitable for investors who can sustain a loss of some or initial investment. So please do not invest the money that you cannot afford to lose. Okay, so what we are going to do today, many interesting things going on. As you can see, I do have some exposure already. There is some long on euro dollar, there is a long euro Canadian. Especially we are going to cover Canadian central bank rate decision tomorrow. So we are going to cover live Bank of Canada tomorrow. We are going to start a little bit later than usual. I also do have some pounds from the previous week. I do have stop buy as well. It might not be super visible, but it's here above 80. Everything of that is related either to the European session, or it's related to what we've seen before. And because our afternoon meetings is strictly related, or I would say it's related to New York session, so trying not to have a too big exposure, we are going to make it a little bit easier for all of us, just to have a possibility for some takeaway from what we are gonna to learn today. But before we start, I've mentioned few times during our meetings in May. Just 1 second, please. Just 1 second. That I've mentioned a few times that we are going to start some strategy related webinars, strictly strategy related webinars in June, and I already know the dates. So let me introduce the dates. The first webinar, and it's going to be the guys, my colleagues from Liteforex, they are going to send the invitation, because we are not gonna do the webinars, those three particular ones, we are not gonna do via open YouTube channel, but we are going to use Click Meeting, we are going to use Webinar Room, and the first one, there you go, 11th of June, that's Tuesday. We are going to start at 8:45, and we are going to go through few details in relation to the trading. I mean, we are going to try to learn something, at the same time we are going to try to immediately use that knowledge. It's gonna be like two parts. We are going to start 8:45, so basically we are going to start around 9, right? Then till 12 we are going to try to get some details, and then after the break, after the lunch break at 2, we are going to cover we are going to cover New York session based on what we are going to get during the first part, right? So the first webinar, 11th of June, 8:45. The next one, all of them are related to each other, so it's worth to have these dates. The next one is 11th of June, 8:45 as well, the same formula. And then the last one is the 25th of June, 8:45 again. In the meantime, besides all these regular meetings at 8 a.m. when we do the pre-London Open live market coverage, besides what we do usually at 2 p.m. Meaning live New York Open live market coverage, we are going to have few special meetings. We are going to cover FOMC, we are going to cover UK data, we are going to cover non-farm payrolls. So looks like we are going to have busy June, and hopefully you are going to be able to take out something for yourself. Anyway, bank of holiday yesterday. In relation to the FX market, I would say quiet. We are going to discuss dollar, Chinese yuan as well first, just to have a some view in relation to the risk. The things are going interesting on that cross. We are going to discuss majors, of course. Nothing extraordinary from the calendar perspective. At 4 p.m. CET we do have consumer confidence out of the US. In that case, also the options market, I would say it's boring. 112, a little bit above the 500 million, and Kiwi dollar 65, something around 500,000. Closer to the option expiration, just the reminder, 10 a.m. New York time. So we are talking about the next 1 hour and 50 minutes. We are going to have the option expiration, but I would say because of the end of the month flow, because of the possible end of the week flow later this week, look like the options traders gave up here straight after the bank holiday, both US and UK yesterday, right? What else? There are plenty of things going on